what a piss take. So I'm testing out the equipment to see why the fuck it keeps trying to fail me. And while I'm doing that, in the meantime, I'm going to try and spit some bars about branding. So, a brand ages like a human being. So, I think the best way to think about it is, you know, if you have a brand, even if you're an artist and you put yourself out there as a brand as well, that's also what I'm talking about. So, as you mature as a human being, you also mature as a brand. So, you think about it, right? If you're in your early days of a brand, and say you've got a brand that is like 5 years old, you're still a toddler, right? You're still on your training wheels, right? It's just something to reflect on, because you should definitely be growing still in your business or your artistry or your music, your creative. It's just a natural thing. If you're growing, it's going to grow with you, right? But it's important that you reflect on that and you look at like how you're portraying yourself visually as your brand, so if your company, and does it match where you currently are. The key thing you got to understand is that even if you are, say you're a brand that has been running for 5 years, and then you're like, okay, you say you branded 5 years ago, and now it's 5 years after you branded. So you're looking at it and you're thinking, this needs a bit of an update, because we're not the same brand we were 5 years ago. We've matured, or we've grown a bit. So if you know that and it's time to rebrand, do you rebrand for the next 5 years or longer? I would ask you to ask yourself that question, but it really depends on what your next strategy is. But then if you are branding for the future, like far along the line, say 10 years, then when you rebrand at the 5th year, you're trying to rebrand for a teenager at 15. So bear that in mind, because it has to look the part, and if it doesn't, it's not going to match that level of maturity, and you will have to rebrand again, in my humble experience. So yeah, just the key takeaway is that your brand hasn't aged just like a human, and you have to reflect on it, and just check in to see, you know, is it where it needs to be? Maybe it is, like I say. Anyway, I hope this little rant made sense and you took something away from it. If you did, let me know. If you didn't, whatever, it's free anyway. Peace. Have a blessed fucking day.